Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
What we have tonight, another Quarantine Tonight on News Channel Nebraska. We've been around so long, the second round of quarantine is starting to affect some states as the Delta variant makes its way across the United States. We are undeterred and vaccinated here on News Channel Nebraska, and we're glad that you're here because tonight we have a band that's only been on once before, but if you like the polka music, you're going to really like what you hear tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Thank you so much for being here. We are working our way through what will be a very hot week temperature-wise. It's decent today, but we are about to get really hot, and Jeff Fox will have all the details. Let's begin tonight with our evening prayer.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. My name is Pastor Charles Katurima from First United Methodist Church in Nebraska City, Nebraska. I would like to invite you this time to join me for a word of prayer. Let us pray. Gracious and caring God, we thankful to you today. We thankful because you have reminded us your mercies are new every day. Dear Lord, even as we face difficulties and challenges, we can always count on you and count on your presence. Come, Lord, guide us today and this week, and for the months to come, that we may continue to remember that you came to live as a baby, to live with us because of your love, and finally to die on the cross. Bless us this Advent season, that we may continue to learn from you. In your name, Christ Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Quarantine Tonight. Tonight we have the Little Tavern Band, but it's more complicated than that when you really understand how to pronounce the band's name. We'll get into that. Most of these guys are from Omaha. We've got one from Waverly and one whose ancestors, I shouldn't say ancestors, long-lost relatives, homesteaded just a little bit south of here in Tarnoff, Nebraska. So I want to meet everybody, and I've been practicing names. Let's start with Lou. Now, Lou, you got to give me the first, and obviously it's Lou, but your last name.
Huspadka.
Huspadka, okay.
You did good.
All right, and you live and were born and raised in the Omaha area?
South Omaha, Nebraska, yes.
This South Omaha has produced a lot of musicians. Used to be, they said you could walk down the street on a Sunday and everybody had the radio on and they were listening to polka.
Yeah, they still do to a point.
Now tell me, introduce everybody here, and we're going to start with you. You're one of the ringleaders of this operation here today.
Yeah, me and the bass player back here, Rick Pavel, started in the band in 1999. We're the only two left. That's Rick back there on the bass. And Bob's the billet back here on the drums.
And he's the pole, right?
He's the pole.
All right, the one pole.
One. We allowed with just one.
All right.
And we got Randy Skarka and Larry Skarka from Grand Island.
Are you guys related?
No.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Why would I ask a question like that?
Brothers.
Oh, you are brothers?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I thought you said no, you weren't related. Oh, yeah. Well, you never know how things work on this show, yeah. You didn't bring any queens or princesses with you like the Czech Prague band.
Well, we left them at home where they belong.
The only one I brought with me is my
You better
wife.
be careful. This could be a long trip for you tonight. I'm running a half-off sale on divorces around here. You can get you right in there. Hey, now, is the family watching you guys here? Everybody?
I'm thinking so.
So South Omaha, they got a...
Yeah, there's quite a few people watching tonight.
Someone's wife's in the audience here tonight.
That's mine. My better half.
She's out there.
She's Polish, too.
She's the whole cheering section.
Yes, she is.
You married a Pole.
Yes, I did.
Did you know that when you got into it?
Yes, I did. My father told me, he said, "What is the matter with you? Are you out of your mind?" And we've been married for, 57 years, 58
Looks like
years.
it's worked out, I was going to say.
Yeah.
All right, now Randy's next to you here, and you're in Omaha. You're in Grand Island, right?
Yes.
Okay, Grand Island.
I'm Grand Island also, Mike.
You're Grand Island,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's right. Well, we got them coming from all over. Is there a big crew down there? you perform at that German, what is that?
The Plattdutch there
yeah.
in Grand Island?
You perform there?
Have occasionally, and in the past several times, yes.
Yeah, well, that's good. What are we going to do tonight? What do you think, Randy, Lou?
Well, we're going to have a little bit of fun playing some polkas and waltzes, Mike.
All right. Well, anything special you want to start with? Now, do you sing all of your songs in the native language, or?
No, they're all sung in Czech. We do have some English words, but we usually don't use them unless somebody demands it.
So we're going to be in Czech tonight.
Yes.
And even the Pole sings in Czech.
Yes, he does.
Sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes he does. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. Here's what I'd ask you to do. If you know some polka-loving friends, you're not going to find this, I guarantee, on any other channel tonight, because especially since we're going to be in Czech, you're going to want to listen to every single bit of this. Call your friends. Tell them to get on News Channel Nebraska. It's time for the Little Tavern Band on NCN.
All right, there we had the dance hall polka. That's a pretty popular song in most all the dances for all of the polka bands. Every one of them like to play that one. All right, here we go with another one. Muzikanti Poiterat, or musicians come and play in English. So here we go, another polka.
Okay, here we go, everybody.
Musicians come and play. That was just Randy and Larry there doing that one. All right, we got another one here. It used to be Frankie Remard's theme song. He started every dance job for, I don't know how many years he played, his band played, but every dance job they started, no matter what it was. Good Morning Polka. All right, all right. Three polkas in a row. I hope everybody's having a good time at home. Looks like we're having a good time up here, ain't we? Quit hollering at me, Randy. Quit hollering at me. All right, here we go with a waltz. Real nice, pretty waltz. Till we meet again. This is one of Kenny Shooter's favorite songs.
Waltz time, Bob.
Waltz time, here we go.
Nesna se rozespojí, až nás se s vedou. Budu šťastím s tebou. Čekám už jenom na rok, to tvoj životem budem svojí.
pretty waltz. Boy, it must be everybody's having a good time. There's a lot of people out here dancing.
Can't you hear the crowd just clapping away,
just
Lou?
going crazy. You think they were drinking or something?
Ooh, you think so?
I know Mike don't allow that. So. All right, we got another one here that's, I should say, a favorite of Larry's over there for his band with the Checklanders. They play this a lot. This was called The Angel, My Angel Polka.
All right. Everybody up. 5. Here we go. What?
Angeliczku mą, ja cię pięknie proszę, zawołaj mnie lasku mą, ty dobrze wiesz, co serce noszę. Angeliczku mą, to spać mnie nie da. Proces procie láska má, tak zelená a kremně hledá. Angeliczku mą, ja cię pięknie proszę, zawołaj mnie lásku mą, ty dobrze wiesz, co serce noszę. Angeliczku mą, to spać mnie nie da. Proces procie láska má, tak zelená a kremně hledá.
Hey, there we go. You're watching News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight, and I don't know if you can truly appreciate how many people are really enjoying this tonight.
Everybody.
Everybody. This is happy music. And
Even us here on the band.
I can tell you enjoy doing it. This is something you guys have done together for, 22 years? Is that how? Longer than that, maybe. How many?
Maybe a little longer.
Maybe a little
Well,
longer.
the band started that long ago, 22 years ago, but we haven't all been together. Over the years, I was very fortunate to have some very, very good musicians, which I still do have. But a few of them passed away unexpectedly, and really, really nice people. Charlie Urkowski, Gary Burka,
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Luxa. I mean,
Bless their
just
hearts.
Wonderful, wonderful musicians, nice people. And so anyway, you got to replace after a while.
So where will you be performing the next couple of months? Well,
Nowhere's right now. There's not much going on. It's pretty quiet.
what would be places that you usually perform?
Well, we performed at
South Olean.
Well, South Olean and also at Starlight Ballroom quite a bit, and some other
Landers.
places
Chuck
around.
Landers.
I mean, well, we performed at the Wilbur Check Festival for many years, Chuck Clarkson Festival, Dwight Festival's coming up this weekend. That's one we haven't played at.
Abby's Place there.
Abby's Place.
Abby's,
yeah.
the Bohemian Alps.
Bohemian Alps, yeah, Prague, Nebraska, we played there quite a bit too, so we just, wherever we can, you know. It's
And what got you into music? Like, how did you get to
Me?
yeah.
I played piano when I was that big. That's the only lessons I ever took.
That's like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He grew
You're
a
a
little
fast grower,
since-
yeah. And this is something that were your parents musical?
No. My uncle, Jerry, was a trumpet player and drummer for Eddie Yannock band in South Omaha for many, many years. But
What
no,
a-
I taught myself how to read and sing check and like that. I taught myself how to read music because I had lost it all them years playing piano. And I looked at something and I couldn't tell you what it was, you know. Now I'm back in it a little bit, but it's, if it wasn't for these guys here, all four of them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Well, it's a great sound, and I can only imagine how many smiles, and you probably hear this, you know this, when you play and sing and check and do all that, the joy you bring to a lot of these retired farmers that find themselves watching Quarantine Tonight. I know I'm going to get letters, and they're going to be like, more of the Little Tavern Band. They like that.
We appreciate that. We
Yeah.
really do.
And
What we've noticed a lot of, and throughout all of the years, Mike, is the band feeds off of the crowd.
right.
And if the band can see that the crowd is having a good time, and the crowd sees that the band is having a good time, that encourages the band even more.
Oh, I know.
Mike, you can't make no money doing this.
But you look into these lenses here on these cameras, and behind it, there's a couple thousand people sitting on their couch that are smiling bigger than ever. And the only one that gets to know that is me, because I get the letters, and that's why we share them. And I know how
Well,
much.
God
it means
bless
to
you
people.
for doing this.
Yeah.
But-
Really mean that.
But the
That's
promotion
great.
that you're doing here
Oh, yeah.
is amazing. Not just with this band, but with all of the bands that you've had on. I've watched and I've seen a lot of your letters that come into you that are read over the air, and yeah, it's amazing how many.
Now, there are some letters I don't put on the air, and they're like, we can't hear you. The volume's not working, and I trust me, I read them, I know. I just don't want to remind myself.
Yeah.
Well, we work on it every day.
practice.
Well, we're going to have fun tonight. We got another hour and a half to go, so we're not going to take it all up talking away. But I tell you what we are going to do. Let's check Mike's mailbag real quick and find out what letters we have from all over. I can tell you this is something that means a lot that people do send these. Here's one from Marjorie in Lincoln. Thank you for your programs. Quarantine Tonight is wonderful. Just needs more tuned up to hear the names and the lyrics of the song. See, I told you I'd get those letters. There's Marjorie from Lincoln. Here's Janice from Sioux City. I really enjoy Quarantine Tonight. What a great idea. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you both for your notes. The more that you can send us those letters and just weigh in, one of the things that we like, and I always try and share them on the TV, is when you can share a memory that you have from watching bands like this. Maybe that song was at your wedding. Maybe it's a song that your dad used to listen to or your grandmother used to listen to. If you can share that with us, we'll share it with the viewers, and it helps keep bands like this willing to make that trip. It's not like we're just down the street. They all have a long ride home tonight, so we'll make sure they've got a nice cold iced tea on their way up.
Don't you live in Norfolk, Mike?
I do.
Well, I can't imagine that's too far away from here.
It is
from this-
nice for me to do it. Yes, it is nice. When the legislative session was on, I think you all were on. It was in Lincoln because I was down there.
But you do have 5 extra beds, do you not?
Well, yes. In fact, you're all invited to my house.
There you go.
We'll see the look on my wife's face as you walk in with your red shirts.
And that comes with breakfast too,
Yeah,
correct?
with breakfast, and you got to bring your instruments.
Oh.
Why would we stop now? Let's just go till 3 in the morning. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We've got news and that hot forecast around the corner. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
All right. Little Joe, Mój Milý Pepičko. That's a good song. Oh, boy. Do we have to do all of these tonight, Randy?
Well, that's what the boss said.
Okay. Then I guess we have to. All right, now we got a waltz here. Real pretty waltz. One called Go to Sleep, My Children.
Waltz time, here it is. 1, 2.
Dětě už spát, tateček musí jí hrát. Hospodě čekají líličky, na jeho smutně písničky. Dětičky, dětě už spát, nechce si ostřeží zdát. Snad ráno přijde váš tateček a přinese na chlebíček.
Pretty song.
The crowd goes wild.
Crowd just goes crazy out there. Aren't they drinking too?
They must be.
Must be. You know how I learned how to do this?
How did you learn how to do that, Louie?
I watched Lonnie Pitts do this.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't do what I did, though.
What did you do that he didn't
I
do?
got one backwards.
He got one backwards.
I don't know. I know it anyway.
Well, yeah, we wanted to see any make mistakes here, Lou.
All right. This one here is called the Quiet Night Polka.
All right, here we go.
about that? We ended it on the same time. That was weird. That was good.
That gives you goosebumps.
Goosey bumpies, huh?
That gives you goosebumps.
Okay. Polka time again here. We got one called the Come Over Polka.
Okay, polka time it will be. Here we go.
Come over, come over, come over.
They're coming out of the cheap seats now.
Yeah, we got another one coming up here if I can ever get my fingers through them. I don't know how I did this.
Mayfair, right?
I put this together.
The Mayfair.
Yeah, this is a nice old number two. It's real pretty. Called the Mayfair. The Mayfair. That's another one of Frankie Remar songs he used to do all the time.
Yeah, that was Toronto, yeah, Mayfair.
Okay, Bob.
Here we go.
Polka time.
Time. Good job.
And the crowd goes crazy. Along with the band.
Well, I tell you what, you're entitled to a short break here, gentlemen.
Are we?
I know,
Do we
have to take a break?
you don't
Do we
have
really
to take
have
a break.
to?
If you really want to, we don't need those pesky commercials on this program.
No.
But you got to pay for the TV.
Yeah. Got to get you some gas money at least. Who's hiding behind this tube over here? I don't even know if we can get a camera in to find you. You're hiding behind that thing now. Give us your name
Just
again.
have him stand up.
Pavel.
And you live in South Omaha too?
No, Waverly.
Waverly. That's right. Originally, where's your family from? Waverly area?
Well, I'm from Waverly, but my dad's from Dwight and my mom's from Bruno.
So you really had no choice but to get into this business growing up. This is the way it works in your family.
Exactly.
Those Bohemian Alps, we've had more people on this show from Dwight and Bruno and all these different towns.
It's something in the water.
Yes, what is it? And how did you get into this? How old were you when you got into this?
My folks took us to polka dances, since we were just born. And we started following bands, and I just picked up drums. I started on drums, and then I started on bass.
And where were the dances at when you started out on all this?
All over.
Everywhere.
Weston, Bruno, Abbey.
What about Howells? You spent a lot of time in Howells?
Never been there.
What? How can you grow up where you grew up and not be... The Howells Ballroom is famous, I thought.
Yeah.
The Oak Ballroom in Schuyler, you've been there, I'm sure.
There, yes, I have.
Well, with that, I can't believe you haven't been to the Howells Ballroom. We need to have a big dance at the Howells Ballroom.
There you go.
That place is magic in there. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So you live in Waverly. Do you get back home to this area, this Highway 90? What would that be? Highway
81 is
81,
north and south
91,
out of
yeah.
Norfolk.
No.
Okay, you don't get back very often. Okay. Well, that's okay. They'll still let you back. Butler County, is that the county you grew up in, or what?
Lancaster.
Lancaster. Yeah, that's
Right
Waverly.
by Lincoln, Nebraska.
But Bruno is in.
That's Butler County.
That's Saunders.
Butler.
Is it Butler?
Yeah, it's
25, Butler County.
Butler. Yeah, I married into the whole Butler County thing, so
Oh boy.
I know what we're dealing with.
Step out of the
And then you back here, this is the pole. We found him, and your family goes back to homesteading in Turnoff, Nebraska.
The Jaworski family.
Oh, okay.
And my mother was originally from there, and they had, of course, naturally a big family there. And I can remember going to barn dances when I was just, like Rick said, a baby.
And where were you raised?
Well, it was between Tarniff and South Omaha.
It's a big area, anywhere in between. And you've been in South Omaha for a long time.
I stayed in Omaha my whole 70-some years, and then all of a sudden I decided here about 4 weeks ago to move to Park Rapids, Minnesota.
Must be a lady involved. Am I right on that?
Yes, it is. Beautiful woman by the name of Terry, and she's watching us
She
on
went
the
with him.
computer right now.
Terry, it's time to move to Nebraska. Why are you taking one of our taxpayers from us here? we don't have enough to spread it around.
She's originally from San Antonio, Texas.
So I could see compromise worked well for you.
You know, I've been going up to Minnesota ever since the 60s, and I always told, I only had one son, and I says, if that's a place I want to retire out is up there in Minnesota.
They're lucky to have you. We'll let the Minnesota Highway Patrol know that we're giving you back. I tell you what, let's take a quick break here, and when we come back, another hour of the Little Tavern Band right here on News Channel Nebraska. We are back here on News Channel Nebraska. You're watching Quarantine Tonight, and we've got the Little Tavern Band here. We were just talking, Randy, just for a second, you were talking about the Howells Ballroom. Now, you were a mischief maker at the Howells Ballroom. Tell me about that. I'm interested to know more. What were you doing there?
Well, my folks kind of like the same with Rick and probably all of us. Our folks couldn't afford a babysitter, so when they would go to a dance, they'd load up all 5 of us kids and we would go to the dance. Well, I was the youngest of 5.
And they didn't charge for you to get in, I imagine.
I don't think so. They probably charged. They would have liked to sell us to get out get out, you know. But yeah, I can remember at the Howells Ballroom that I was very small and didn't know any better at the time. They had an ice maker that made ice cubes that were about 1.5 inches square and about 1/2 inch thick. And I would go get a glass of ice water, and then I'd drink the water real quick, and then I'd throw the ice cubes out on the dance floor.
Oh, I bet that went over well for you.
Needless to say, it wasn't the right thing to be doing.
Was there a spanking involved after that?
Not at the dance, but the ride home was always interesting.
Pretty tense, huh?
Yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut.
To say the least. Take it like a man.
And where did you end up? Where were you living at the time?
I grew up, my childhood years, I grew up in Rogers, Nebraska, Colfax County.
All right, 43 on your license plate.
43, yep.
All right, we got you. We got your number now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Little Tavern Band right here on News Channel Nebraska.
All right, we're going to start this off here with a waltz called the Star Waltz. We want to send this out to Terry, Bob's significant other up there in Minnesota. She's watching, and we love you, Terry. And this one's for you. Pretty waltz. Star Waltz.
Listen to the crowd, man. Aren't they having a good time?
Yeah, here's one we haven't done for a while.
Yeah.
Sunrise over the meadow. It's another one of them that Randy's going to try to sing.
Twice even.
Twice even.
Lead.
There we go.
Polka.
Polka time. Here we go. Polka. Not losing AC svita, holy modralen, nebe bez oblačku, budu pěkný den, kdo ho nepřizvítám, hezkým úsměvem. To je mrzo, toho se nepřihnem. To je mrzo, toho se nepřihnem. Not losing si svítám, holy modralen, nebe bez obláčku, budu pěkný den, kdo ho nepřizvítám, hezkým úsměvem. To je mrzo, toho se nepřihnem. To je mrzo, toho si nepřihnem.
Yeah. Randy hit them high notes. Way up there in the sky. You know, I was to wonder he can play at all. He was weed eating today, I guess, and he came up and hit him in the lip.
Yeah. Sunday I was actually, well, that's just all the reason why not to work on the seventh day. But I was out using a weed eater on Sunday, and that thing picked up something, and I think it might have been a little rock or something. It hit me right in the bottom of the lip.
That wasn't the worst part.
Didn't bother my lip what hurt the worst is when I reacted and bit my lip from the inside. That's what hurts.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. You know, I had to have my knees replaced, and when I was younger, I'd use that weed eater, and I got a wall in the front of the house. It's probably about, 4 foot tall, and I'd jump off of it with the weed eater. I wouldn't walk around, because I got a trim down there. I'd jump off of them, and I think about that every time these knees hurt.
When your knees hurt, yeah.
That was a little dumb on my part, but I had to get done. I had to hurry. Mary was hollering at me. She's out there someplace. Here we go with one that Frank Kuska used to play a lot in his band in South Omaha. It's one called Music Without a Band Leader.
Okay, here we go.
South Omaha numbers.
Good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
And there's another one from Frank's library too
20th and Q.
that we got. What?
Your Blue Eyes.
Yeah, Besvik Mudri Ochi. Am I supposed to do this one?
Are you?
I think so.
Yeah, you can. Sure.
Everybody up? Here we go.
Stik modrý oči, čuvák jsem opuštěný. Pestře modrý oči, hlídám jako zmámený. Stik modrý oči, hlídám zlatý čas. Milan, ty mi muž Milan, byl běž tam dám, raj je svět. Stik modrý oči. That means in Czech it's your blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
Your pretty blue eyes. You mean the world to me. Tough thing about the Czech language is trying to interpret it and put it into English sometimes is very, very difficult. I was listening to a record one time with my buddy Charlie Petermichael, and it was a comedy record like, and he was laughing real hard, and I said, Charlie, what are they saying? He said, I can't put it into words. Just can't put it into words.
It's one of those you have to know what they mean, not what they say.
I guess. They were having fun anyway.
Trombone harmony. Our youth, Tom. Polka, our youth. Our youth. Everybody up? Here we go. Yep.
Kamarádi pomalu stárnem a nad těm mladým jen rukou mávnem. Kde jsou ty chvíle, když jsem tě měl tolekrát? Proč dešní moje mládí s Bohem dát? Kde jsou ty chvíle, když jsem tě měl tolekrát? Proč dešní moje mládí s Bohem dát?
Our youth. Goose Camarade. Oh, that's an old one.
Should have threw that in.
Yeah, right? Should have left that one for the last
Another one.
one. Snowflower.
I gotta get the words out here.
Snezhinki. You're singing the vocal on that one?
I don't know, you can if you want to.
No, you got it. You got it.
You don't mind if I have a
No, I don't mind that you have a drink at all, Louis. At least you're advertising what you're drinking there, or anyway, it's clear anyway.
If I was drinking anything alcohol, that clear, I'd be choking to death.
You're saying that's not vodka?
No, it's not. You know, I never was much of a whiskey drinker. You know, you see these old-time westerns, and they're drinking that whiskey like it's water, you know?
It's iced tea.
Yeah, I don't know how they can do that.
A lot of iced tea out there.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Quarantine Tonight. We've got another 30 minutes. We're getting to give the band a quick break here. But we thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for making the trip here.
Thank you,
and
Mike. Appreciate it.
I just know
Thanks for
how
having
much
us.
people are enjoying this right now. And I know I'm going to hear a lot about it. I'm going to put that address up one more time. If you like this program, if you're enjoying the show, well, send us a note to 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk, 68701. I know that people watching tonight in the Bohemian Alps are probably like, boy, there's quite a collection of guys up there. We got some personality. But we also have folks that watch us in Kearney, McCook, Scottsbluff, Shadron. I get a lot of notes out from Dawes County. So
Shadron.
you been out to Shadron lately?
Not in the last three days, no.
It's beautiful country out there.
It is beautiful. That's all you see.
They have their own thing out there.
I've got a brother who lives in Harrison, Nebraska.
Oh, you do?
He's watching tonight, too.
There aren't many people in Sioux County.
No, he's one of them.
And now, how did he end up from South Omaha into Sioux County?
Well, he's got a hunting
Resort.
resort or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
People
does
come
he?
from all over the country to hunt up there.
Wow. And you get up there very much?
I haven't been there for a couple of years just because of the getting up in age, me and my wife, and I don't hunt anymore. But my boys go up every year to do hunting up there.
Somebody told me Harrison, Nebraska, they've got 3 banks and 3 lawyers. Town of
I think
1,500.
you're probably right. There's one bar, and then it changes hands about every 2 years.
That's good living out there.
Oh, yeah. It's
I know
nice,
I know
beautiful
some of the
country.
scab dolls that live out in Sioux County.
Yeah, matter of fact, my brother knows them real well.
Does
I
he?
heard the name up there anyway. You know.
Yeah, the scab dolls, they ranch out there. And well, they're all related out there in Sioux County. There aren't many of them.
Isn't there a senator from out there, too?
Yeah,
Used to be.
There used to be.
Yeah.
That's the big county right next to Wyoming.
Yeah.
They call the shots over there. So
Wyoming and South Dakota, you can throw either direction.
that's right.
Throw a stone and hit them either way.
They must like income taxes if they want to live in Sioux County because they're right over the line. I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more here on Quarantine Tonight. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. The band just saw that weather report, and they're happy they're not living in Pierce, South Dakota. That's right. That's warm territory tomorrow, 102 degrees, middle of July. Well, I tell you what, let's get this going. We've got a half hour to go, and you've got the Little Tavern Band here. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. śnieżynki rozkwieciali, na świetem pokryte strony. Ten mlady czas nam wspomniał raz, powiedzcie co było z nami. Prawdę se, moje mila, nie znacie, ja zostanę sam. Śnieżynki byle, wracę se chwile, mam mila, blisko je was. Pretty waltz. Snowflower. Okay, what do we got next? Looking. Don't cry. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's underneath the other one. Okay.
Don't cry.
Oh, I ain't it either.
Okay, let's get the crying.
Let's go.
Hook time. Everybody up? Here we go. Start crying. Whoop.
Don't cry over that one. right. Looking is next.
Nope.
Doesn't work for that too.
Yeah, I see that. Polka time, Lou.
Okay.
Mr. Louie.
All right, polka time. Looking polka. Here we go. Looking. Yeah, good job, Bob. Good job.
Them are some good ones.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's another good one that I know you'll like. It's another, this one here's a song that Havorka used to do all the time many, many years ago. I bet you don't know what this one is.
Polly's polka.
Let's dance. All right, polka time it is. Here we go.
Let's dance. You don't hear that too often anymore.
Poor Cinderella.
Well, we pulled these out of the bottom of the drawer, didn't we? Huh?
I see him falling out the front door on 20th and Q.
There's even a little dust on there.
Yeah, right. 847. Okay. We got another one here that I know. What's her? That girl that you're married to, Larry. Shirley. This is her favorite song.
Yeah,
man.
that's hers. Play it for Shirley.
Play this one for Shirley. This is called Poor Cinderella.
Well, she's still up watching. I'm sure she's still up watching.
Here we go for Shirley.
Poor Cinderella. Poor Cinderella.
On the steeple. 60 clock on the steeple.
You gonna sing this one?
You.
No, I never sing this one.
Yeah.
No. It's not on my list.
Oh. Change the list real quick.
No, we don't have to sing it.
All right. No introduction. Da, 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 da.
Okay, we got one here called The Clock on the Steeple. We got a few more minutes here. Well, this is a real nice little number. Charlie Peter Michael liked this song real well and done a real good job of playing it on accordion. I send this one out to him.
Here we go.
Okay, polka.
Polka time.
good old tune. Well, we got one here. This is another good old tune, too. We're going to send this one out to Tom Hovlovitz. I don't know if he's watching or not. He hasn't been feeling all that good, and he come to all of our dances and gigs that we did, wherever it was at, whether it was three-piece or the full band. Anyway, he really likes this song. So this one's called The Hill and Dale.
Here we go, Hill and Dale.
Polka.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. It's almost 10 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Mountain. You guys did a great job. Did you enjoy it tonight?
Yeah, of course.
Big
of course.
smiles?
Yes, all the way through.
Big smiles, yeah. I tell you what, we're lucky to have the little Tavern band here, and these guys did a great job. I know for a fact singing in Czech is a big deal to a lot of our audience, and so if they were flipping through the channels tonight, there's no doubt they stayed right with you the whole time. And in fact, you have people watching from Florida to Nevada to Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Wow, and people you haven't heard of or seen from for a while are watching tonight. So
And people we even haven't.
yeah, people you don't know have
Even don't know.
no idea are watching tonight. So a reminder that tomorrow night on this program, we have the Duffy Bellared Orchestra. And so it's our week of big, larger bands. And they always put on a great show. They're here. They've got the big band sound. And if you like tonight, you'll love tomorrow because it's the same approach. Kevin D. Cooper, that's Koopman. That's right. He knows his way to this Norfolk location. And I want to just put in a plug, and this weekend we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that'll be in Norfolk Friday and Saturday nights. You can get that at the Divots Event Center. And Jim Casey leads that whole effort here. And a lot of rockers and rollers.
Do you know, Mike, will they have any button accordions with those rock and roll bands?
Well, they don't. They're past button accordions, but I ask them about it all the time. They might have one.
I see.
Hey, I tell you
How
what,
about a tuba?
it's time now for news. Good night.
We have all